Hello there, Eslia. Baker's Dozen as well. Welcome on in, you two. Eslia redeeming first. Hope you're both doing well. Hi, Eslia. Baker's Dozen. You're doing great. Great to see you, my friend. Aw, it's been a minute, hasn't it, Baker's Dozen? I know I see you from time to time in other chats. How have you been? It's good to see you too. Forgot to set an alarm. No plan to work all day. It's kind of down. So it's gonna be until 8. Good morning, Daryl. I will never not know when Daryl enters chat now. Good morning there, Charlie. I'm doing well. How are you? Hope everyone's weekend has been good. Tend to lurk a bunch, but today kind of free day, so I can enjoy some time. There you go. Gotta love it, right? I'm in the same boat Baker's does, and I end up lurking more than I end up chatting. Like I'll get like a couple days out of the month where I might actually chat in a in a stream. You like your Wither release sound or whatever? Spawn sound? That's good. Probably, I say you finally sent some screenshots. I saw. It's looking pretty cool. I love that you even you had like a stony shore or whatever, and you did some like boulders over there. I thought that was cool. Have it here. Finally, it looks great. No, it does. Thought the interior was cool. At least I'm assuming that's the interior of it. Says I find paintings to be underrated in interior decorating. They really are, and I think people are starting to use paintings a little more often now. We have more options as well with paintings. I like some of them. I like the new ones that we've gotten. It's a bit of a different style, but I think they work. Carpets as well. I see you have some carpet on the interior. Those are definitely underused. And yeah, in the back in one of those gravel plateaus, so I just added a little something to make it not boring. Couldn't bother mossing over it. That's fair. I like it. I thought it came together very well. I don't know your world, but the only thing I would add, and this is just because I have no idea what the rest of your world looks like, you have this nice little pathway after you cross that little bridge over the river. That all you, I think you just keep extending that pathway a little bit beyond into the unknown after the bridge. Even if you have nothing to connect it to, just bring it out like good 5, 10 blocks. Go spinning their daily wheel. Y'all spin your daily wheel? New ones are too high in detail. Some of them are a bit much, but I don't know. I think they're good. I think I even used some of the new ones in my builds here. Cinnamon, come look outside. There's snowflakes, big old snowflakes falling. Turned around before I finished setting up stream and it had apparently started snowing. Again. Hen stream streak. Charlie, it's like you actually enjoy hanging out here. Also, welcome on in, Gecko. I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. And anyone else. I hope everyone's morning is going well. Daryl, I hope you're doing good. Let's see. I think I used some of the new paint. Yeah, I got that one. I don't know if I like that one. I like that one, though. That one's alright. Daryl's spinning their wheel. Yeah, I don't know. I still use the old ones, I guess. I can't remember if that's an old or new one. It's gotta be old. Oh, I love my interiors. Anna's spinning their daily wheel. Uh-oh. Daryl's gambling in the morning. Man, this wheel has been brutal. We haven't had an ad cookies in a while. I'd say I'm sorry, but we had a lot of ad cookies recently. Love the cowboy painting. Oh yeah, I think it's all preference, right? That's how art is. And I'll catch up on chat here in a second. So yeah, I have a mix of paintings, but I don't go crazy with them, mainly because I don't think it would work for this build. I've seen a lot of people do like more futuristic or modern builds, and they'll use paintings as like a easy way to have like graffiti. All right, let's check. I'm falling behind. I actually do have something to connect it to, but it goes through my beginner wheat field that will be soon getting rid of. So we have to wait. I see. The memories. Can't get rid of the memories. You know, Twitch switched to having personalized notifications as the default switched. Switched it for you, and I get no notifications, so I missed it all. Really? I haven't had any issues with my notifications. I think all of mine are still just the same. I wouldn't really know. I don't really use Twitch notifications. Got some snow overnight. Supposed to get some bit more tonight. Winter has arrived, not just in temps, but actual snowfall. We've had a decent amount of snow most of the time. Although it was so very close once again to having no snow on the ground. And then this weekend, and it has snowed, I think, for the past 3 days. Just a little bit, nothing crazy. I'm playing Valheim, so I'm good for a bit. Ooh, I've heard good things about Valheim. It's snowing? Yeah. I wouldn't want to drive through it nonetheless. You mean Scar? No, no, not beyond just Scar, Hannah. I've other futuristic builds also. I've seen them used more often. Rogue, welcome on in. Enjoy your lurk as usual, I bet. Always good to see you. I doubt ours will stay around long this time. We had that crazy snowfall uh the weekend after Christmas where we got like, I don't know, I think we had like 8 or 9 inches of snow, and it was really windy, so there's these huge snow drifts, and that has lasted up until, oh, a lot of it had melted, and now it's snowing again. Alrighty. Give me a couple minutes, and I'll send you pictures of what's across the Windmill Island. Alright, here we go. Let's see what's going on. It does look really good, though, Charlie. Mm. Oh, and I finally caught the bug that we've been having with walk-on sounds in my logs. Finally caught it, and I think it was not to do with what I thought it was, which is great, because that means I can continue with the idea of how I want it all set up, and with how it resets and all that. This doesn't matter for you guys. But anyhow, it's good news, because it's not related to what I thought it was. And I mean, I am much more confident about this most recent fix than the previous one I did. Because I actually wasn't just blindly guessing on what it could have been compared to actually having seen what went wrong. It was something to do with chat messages coming in basically at the same exact second, which doesn't happen very often because I'm a smaller streamer, right? Very few times does a chat message ever just come in at the exact same second. But essentially, a message would come in at the exact same second, and how I had it set up for determining who is who within chat, it would break because of that, and now it shouldn't. It had happened with Daryl finally yesterday, and it read Daryl as Minxie. And since it read you as Minxie, it reset what determines your first chat message was. It's complicated, but I should be fine now. Hopefully. Anywho, I actually spent some time on my world here yesterday, a little bit, just having some fun. No, Imp did Cyberpunk a year ago. A year ago? Didn't he just do Cyberpunk? It's been a year. Impulse? We're talking about Impulse? I don't watch Impulse too often. I did a little bit of work. I was just kind of having fun. I don't know. Essentially, I'm prepping this landscape over here for future builds and mainly just terraforming. I removed out all of the little ponds that were speckled around, and then I filled them in. Essentially, I removed almost all of those ponds. Those little ponds that like speckle a landscape. I bet if we look over here, basically they're just everywhere in old generation generated chunks. So I removed them out, filled in most of the holes, and then I was trying an idea. And I think it'll work. Essentially that right there is a dark oak biome. It would look like that, the grass color. And I'm trying to see if moss might look better, and I think it will. The one I just have to mix it in a little bit better. At the moment, it's a big splodge on the landscape, but you take a step back, you don't really see it anymore. I also, it would really only take like mixing it into the landscape a little bit better, and I think it'd be fine. Oh, and then I shaved down this hill here that was really high. I don't know, some meaningless tasks. Cut down so many dark oak trees. I got like over 2 shulkers of dark oak wood. Ooh, look at this. Oh, you totally do have another build nearby. Yeah, you gotta connect them. You gotta connect them, Charlie. This is such a fun little place you got going on here for a build. Right on the coastline, and it's a nice coastline to work with. I love it. Oh, and look at that. You got a ravine, little like a rope bridge. Yeah, the wheat field's gotta go. Or at least if you don't remove it, you could have the pathway cut through it, like what you do with your windmill. Got some custom trees down here too, just little things. I love it. Look at these amazing builds. Charlie, you were holding out on us. Ignore the birch house. Honestly, I just figured that was just there when you first did things. Yeah, that was last. I watched him a bit, and the podcast he does until Skiz was pretty anti-ally. Anti-ally. Ally? Ally? That's ally. The interior of the castle wall is 100% interiorly. I see what you're going for. I just can't say it. Decorated, traversable 2 layers, top side, inside, and you go completely from one end to another. Oh, that's cool. See, you got a copper golem. That's Tony. I like it. I didn't name mine that I have over here, but he brings me joy every time I see him. They look just so silly. He's not alive, but that's fine. But anywho, did some bit of like prepping of a landscape. Placed a lot of beacons, truthfully. I think what I placed here, I placed what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then you times it by 2, 14, about 14 beacons here. 12 or 14, yeah. Still considered an entity, so it's just deeply unconscious. It's like he's meditating. Here, we'll sit him down. He's meditating. Oh, he doesn't seem alive. Grass. Don't shoot him. What? I was just testing. I have more. I have 68 of them over here. And you know, I am with storage room statting. Oh, I gotta read the previous message. H, welcome on in. How are you doing? Again, you just really have to stick around the vault, obviously, H. Oh, see, I didn't even hit him, Hannah. I just gave him a haircut, my goodness. Ooh, here we go. Cookie roulette wheel did not add cookies this... Oh, no. It's been brutal. I promise I didn't rig the wheel. It hasn't changed. It's just being mean to you guys now. Yeah, sure. Whatever you say, old crazy dwarf. You've changed it, and now it's a scam. It's not. It's not a scam, I promise. I would never do that to you guys. You had to remove 5 stacks, and it's all mucked up now. No, the remove 5 has been there for a while. I think after the first week I changed it. First or second week. It's the principle. It's not fully done. I'm gonna add flames blowing in the wind on top of the tower. Actually finish the cast grounds, but I need to move all my chests before that. And you know how I am with my storage rooms. It would take you... You would probably enjoy moving into that storage room and actually using your storage room. I'm assuming this is the same world. It might not be, but... Storage rooms are great. No, we're not there. Not yet. This is a different world. Wow. Just started this one around Thanksgiving-ish. I see. The holiday Minecraft grind. It's winter time. You're inside more often. It's when I end up playing more. Although I feel like this year I didn't actually play too much. My time off. Hannah did. I only took 2 days off. That's why. Anywho. Last we were working on, was kind of just changing the elevation we had over here. And at the moment, I'm just kind of getting something placed down. Just like how we started over here, where I got something placed down and then I adjusted it a little bit after. So I think I'm going to go with the same approach. Sometimes it's tough to figure out how I want to do something until I get at least a platform set up. Do. I'm gonna make my storage into a little hobbit holes in the ravine. more rope bridges going around. That would be fun. Sounds much cooler than my storage area that I have here. I don't have a base in my world. I don't know how to build bases anymore in Minecraft. Adding we both don't have true storage space. I know. Hey. I am still pretty organized, though, at least. Mine's temporary. I have to move mine at some point. It's probably gonna get moved this year. It's all temporary. At least within the next 2 years, this area is probably gonna get demoed and moved. Everything about it. Might try and keep as many farms as I can here, all these little ones that I got going on. The villager ones will stay for sure. I'll try and keep those as long as I can. Those are easier since they're deep underground. They're below the surface here, so these ones should be easy. Bamboo farm might get stripped out, and I might make a nice bamboo farm. Next 2 years, yeah, within the next 2 years, we plan big around here. This entire section here that's all hugging this wall definitely needs to go. So I'll probably have to strip out my bee farm, which is fine. I really don't need this bee farm. I have so much from them. And it's such an easy farm to make, truthfully. I don't know where I'll move all of that stuff. I really need to find not a permanent spot, but basically a permanent spot, where I can just easily get to wherever the storage room is for the mountain and all future projects with it, like under the mountain. I'll probably just end up throwing it in the air somewhere or on top of the box. On top of the box might work. I don't know. Put it right around here. I need to find a place that's like in between a section of the inner workings of the Dwarven Kingdom. I did think about putting it out here. Like in this old world. Put it somewhere like over here. So I don't have any ideas as to why I would ever use this space. It feels a little too far away. I want it, I think more centralized would be nice. Could make it like a mineshaft entrance shooting out on the side of the mountain so you can just fly straight through. Ooh, that's not a half bad idea. And I mean, I could just make it like somewhere over here. Mineshaft entrance. Maybe not a mineshaft, but we could make an old, I like the idea. You gave me an idea. Make an old, like, ruined watchtower up there. Like right there or something. One of those ones that I can just easily fly into. I like it. That could work. And then essentially it would just have an inner area that would just like go to one of these big open area spaces that I have and just use that. See, past that, I knew that this area was temporary and I was going to eventually need to use this space, but apparently I just like doubled down as I was in this space and said, screw it. We're going to live here as long as I can until I need to eventually move it all. Well, I should have not done that. That was a bad idea. I should not have doubled down. I should have just found some random place that was not yet planned for and then used that instead. I like the flying into. They could make that work. We once talked about years ago of making dolphin grace tunnels that I could use as like these hyper tunnels to get from one side of the mountain to the other. And if we ever actually set that up, I could essentially have the storage room be the central point of it, and then the hyper grace tunnels could just shoot me out whatever direction I'm planning on working. Because at the moment, we have plans that will go out way out here, and I have plans that will go out way out over here. So definitely need to be able to like go both directions here. I also talked about if at some point I'm working on this side of my world, and then I just want to take a break from working on this side of the world and work on this side of the world, I will have to finally concede and start using nether portals to travel to my different build areas. Even though, because it's, a couple thousand blocks, I think, at that point. We already do use nether portals, but that's for my long distance travel, like getting to spawn to here. Could make a building around the area and have it poking out in the landscape. You plan to build? Yeah, the problem with that, Gecko, and I could maybe make it work, is that storage rooms are ugly. And honestly, I've thought about it. We've had the idea of trying to like make a building where it's like decorational for storage. I just don't think it's logical in the long run because storage rooms, oftentimes they're just stacks of chests. They're just stacks of chests because that's what I need. Like it's the only way it's gonna work the best for me. And there's no way to make stacks of chests, I think, to look very good. So instead of trying to have a building where I make it look nice, I try and make the interior somehow work with the storage room. I'm just gonna hide the storage room away. It's just I'm just gonna hide it away. All of my stuff will be a facade. Mostly. Mega Underground minecart track. Minecart track? It could be fun. I had once had the idea, and it'd be fun too, to have like a big railroad that goes for thousands and thousands of blocks. Build along the way. Take very long. That's what hourly breaks are for. Yeah. I don't know. It is fun to think about some of that stuff because I'm basically trying to mix in something that's very functional into stuff that is meant to just be looked at and walked around. So it's fun to try and think about it. You'd need the world's best iron farm for all those rails. Yeah, I would. I already need a new iron farm, actually. I just haven't gotten around to researching them too much. There's a Discord I'm in that is a catalog of all the current, like, really amazing farms. And if we look here, under iron, there was one of them that I saw that was really crazy. This one's 3.8K iron an hour. This one is 10 to 76,000 an hour. I think we make that one. I don't think I need that one. Some other ones here. I just need to set up a villager breeder somewhere where I want to build it. And then go from there. Essentially, the iron farm that I did have going still works technically in my world, but I had built in spawn chunks and it was just a very simple one that would run all the time. So it worked fine for me. Well, a couple updates ago, they removed spawn chunks being consistently loaded all the time. And now that farm doesn't run all the time. And I'm never near it because it's over in spawn, which is thousands of blocks away. So I figured I should just go and make a really crazy iron farm, and then if it's really crazy, all I need to do is sit there for a couple minutes and I'd get all the iron I need, or sit there for an hour even. I don't really AFK my world too often, or ever. I don't AFK my world. Not that I'm against it. I'd do it if I need to, but I don't know. How do iron farms get better? Does mean like more villagers, more golems, or something? Essentially, Charlie, more villagers and that, and essentially you just make it bigger and bigger. I'm seeing a lot of these really efficient iron farms. They use portal mechanics to send the iron golems away faster. I'm assuming. So if you send them away faster and kill them faster, it probably resets their timer or whatever for how fast the iron golems spawn. I don't know all of the mechanics behind it all, but usually the more you have for villagers, the more you're gonna get. It's all to do essentially with spacing as well. Because you could have 100 villagers in an area and all have them like side by side, and you might only get one iron golem. You separate them out, I don't know, 10 blocks, and then all of a sudden you'll get way more. Dang, another no cookie. This does look like I rigged it. Hello there, Doc. Good morning to you. Spinning the daily wheel and the cookie roulette wheel. I hope you're doing well, though.
I don't need a gun. I've got a donk.
Show folders. You see it. The wheel shows up for you. I truly I have this the wheel's right here. It's the same as ever. Donk, welcome on in though. Hey, I think this is probably the first day we've had all three of them play. All three walk-on sounds. Anyone else got some points that they want to spend for a walk-on sound? I'm sure if you guys keep spending points on the cookie roulette wheel, it'll eventually add more cookies. Don't you worry. I have no clue what I would make mine. That is a crazy scam. What's a crazy scam? The cookie roulette wheel? It's not a scam. Just keep spending more. Yes, obviously. Just keep spending your channel points and it's called gambling for a reason. Anyone have a good idea for what Hannah's walk-on sound would be? That's why I don't have a walk-on sound in Oscar stream. I can't think of anything that I would want. I do hope everyone's happy with their walk-on sounds. If Donk, Ezlia, Daryl, if any of you did want to like change it at some point, like I don't know, you don't like it anymore, just just shoot me a message. It takes me no time at all to change it. Of course, that's with the understanding that you're not just asking me to change it every day. I love my walk-on. I do not love the scam wheel. There's no scam wheel yet. Good morning, Monica. Trish is over now. I'm here now. Welcome on in. Hope you've been having a good morning so far. 35 stream streak. You're crazy, Monica. How many spins today have resulted in no cookies? All of them? Yeah, all of them. But that's only like 2 or 3. It's been on a bad streak, honestly. You know, you gotta wait for someone that has a lot of points to spin it.
My sub gift. Loving your streams, thanks Donk.
You loving donk streams? No, I'm sure that was from me. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream as always, Monica. What is that? What's your number up to for subs? 7 months. 7-month resub right there. Courtesy of Donk. Thank you, Donk, as always. Taking care of Monica there. Monica definitely deserves the subs. Monica spinning the daily wheel. Tab spinning the daily wheel. 15 stream streak for Tabs. Wow! I didn't realize you got up to 15. Donk with a 35 stream streak as well. Anyone else with the 35? I'm assuming Daryl, you are. I don't know if anyone else would be. Y'all are crazy. Gecko on a 3 stream streak. Oh, come on in there, Gecko. Actually, you were here earlier. Post mine earlier, just ignored it. Oh, I'm sorry, Daryl. Where was it earlier? Sometimes there's too many things that happen in chat. Oh, it was there. I'm so sorry, Daryl. 35 stream is a bit excessive. It is a bit excessive. Dad, while I don't believe you created a wheel that is different odds that what you said you're saying, you can see the wheel is the equivalent of Dream saying you could see trains I got fair and square. What? Also, if I did set up the wheel to be rigged, I'd probably just refund you guys all the points. Be like a really funny joke. I'm not doing that. One day I might. Monica, you should consult tabs before wishing that upon yourself. Love you, donk. Wish I had a donk. I know what she would say. Can you see the confusion on Thad's face while reading that? I don't really understand what that meant. I don't have dreams. Show folders saying the code has been manipulated so things aren't happening at the odds they're supposed to happen. No. That feels like too much effort because at the moment I have no way of determining what is put on the wheel dunk. Because essentially how I have it set up is there's just a way you create any wheel you would ever want. And that's the idea. Is I don't have anything like set up where it's just I've only made up a cookie wheel. Also, as much as I don't want to, I may have to get a corded mouse. The charge on this one doesn't last very long, or I play too many games. Really? I've never had my mouse run out on me, but I plug it in every night just because the cable is basically right here on my desk. I could also just play corded with the cable if I wanted. That's how it's set up. Although I don't think they make my mouse anymore, sadly. I don't know what I'm gonna do if it dies on me. I get another mouse. I need an emote for banging my head against the wall. Why? What's going on, Hannah? There's only one song I think of when I think of Hannah, but I don't think she'd be interested in hearing it every Thad stream. Oh no. I don't charge it every night, but could. I can also just leave it plugged in and play. Ah, okay. You just don't want to go through the hassle of plugging it in and unplugging it and all that. I don't blame you. Actually thought about just getting a wireless keyboard as well. My desk would feel so clean. It's the only cable that extends out at the moment. I also at some point want to get a desk that is a little bit bigger, not in like the length of it, but how deep it goes essentially. It's not a very I don't know, kind of hard. It's an L desk. Hard to explain. Just wish I had a little more space 2 or 3 more inches of desk space would be nice. Do you have your PC set up on the just one side of the desk? Putting it in the corner would allow for more desk space in front of you. It's on my right side, is where my computer is. It's not. It's nothing. It's not even near my monitor. Well, it is near the one monitor, but it doesn't change the amount of space too much. But it is on the desk, surprisingly. I have 2 setups that I have for this desk because it's an L desk and it's changeable which side of the L which side it can be on my L or whatever. And I've had it set up in both orientations before. Funny enough, this is the one that's probably more aesthetically pleasing, but I didn't like it as much as the other way, but I've gotten used to I always get used to it over time. But if I had my desk set up where the L is on my other side, then my computer would be on the floor. Desk reveal. Not missing out on much. I can send a picture after stream. It hasn't changed much since the last time I sent a picture of it. I don't know when the last time I ever showed you guys, but there hasn't been any big changes. The biggest change is my chair, and then Hannah got me a Stream Deck as a birthday gift. It was a birthday gift. I've had this for a while now. It's been very handy for stream, I won't deny it. It's the only thing I really use it all for, and then also just for opening up Minecraft. I have a button that I have set up where I click it and it opens Minecraft fully for me. For anyone that doesn't have to go through the Java, playing a Java edition, you have to go into their, I don't know, their launcher essentially, and then click play. And I just have a button that does it all for me. The nicest thing it did for me was that if it opened up my numpad, there'd be times I'd do like some math on stream, and I'm so used to just using my numpad for any time I'm like quick doing a calculation on a calculator or something, and I'd accidentally swap around all the different scenes I have on my numpad. Yeah. Clicking 2 buttons is so tedious. Well, it takes some time. It's more I'll be able to just like click it open, Daryl, and then I can go like grab a drink or something. Refill my water. Thought about having a crazy button that opens up like all of my stream stuff, but it really doesn't take long. Seconds, Thad. Seconds. I know. Seconds I could be filling my water bottle. I don't know, Daryl. I'm trying to get use out of my Stream Deck. I don't know what to use it for most of the time. I'm not a very... I don't know. I do... There is the one nice thing, and the funny thing is I don't use it too often, but it is handy. I have my Stream Deck has knobs that I can twist for like changing sound essentially. And I have one set up for Spotify if a song is too loud or too quiet. I'm just messing with you. Let me have fun since the wheel didn't provide cookies. You could spin it again, I bet. When your stream scenes aren't too crazy, it's not like you need a whole lot there. Yeah. And like a lot of people, well, not a lot of people. Dr. J, I know, has like crazy amounts of like buttons and all that for stream. I do have this one. Where is it? I have that. Uh, and then I have this. And then I have, we can always play Wii Shop music. I did set up all of my commands for the wheel spin if I ever wanted to start a gamble with the wheel spin, where you guys can join it. I feel like Oscar's setup would make me lose my mind. Yeah, no. Dr. J also has a crazy amount of scam opportunities. Yeah, we started getting more. Baker's dozen. I don't know if you got 2,000 channel points, but you can gamble your points on a cookie roulette wheel, which has been scamming people since last stream. Nobody has won add cookies in a bit. I have this fun button that plays Wii Shop music. It pauses my Spotify and plays the file. That just admitted it was a scam. It's a gamble. You go to a casino. I mean, it's basic. I mean, you might be lucky, you might not. It's always been a scam, Thad. Casinos are literally rigged thatting. That's what I'm saying. But it's not like you can't win from the beginning. Total scam. Actually, try and make my wheel pretty fair. At the moment, it's the wheel. It's making me think I don't need to change out some of the no cookies to remove cookies. So you can win, but also you can't win. Yeah, essentially here. For anyone that wants to see what the heck the cookie roulette wheel is, it's essentially there's a 45% chance you're gonna get an add cookies or a 45% chance that no cookies will be added, and then there's a 2% chance that you might have to remove 5 stacks of cookies, or a 2% chance that there might be 2 times add cookies. I think I might change the 2 times add to 5. You're right. I'll update it right now. Here. Nobody buy it. Otherwise, you're scamming yourself. I'll update it. A big payout. 5 times. Alright. It's updated. So now it's a perfect 50-50 of chance of either winning or losing, truthfully. There's just a 2% chance of winning big or 2% chance of losing big. That's I don't know. I want to be fair. It's like it's Alright, but anywho, I gotta take a quick break here. It's a good time for anyone else to take a break. You know the deal. Stand up, grab a drink of water. It's been an hour, so please do take care of yourself. Otherwise, I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm all back. Do. There isn't a slice on the wheel for a second spin, is there? Or spin again with larger slices as a bonus? No, I don't have my. I don't have the functionality to do that yet. I would love to at some point, bakers, to have stuff like that where uh, a second wheel could spin off of one wheel. I don't know if it'd be for the cookies one. I have a lot of ideas. I just haven't had the time to sit down again and start doing that. At the moment, I've been polishing up how walk-on sounds work. 4 was guaranteed. Well, yeah, exactly, Doc. I'm glad we're on the same page. Come back, thank you, Baker's dozen. Boom, boom. Hannah showed me the future Mountathon graphic. It's looking pretty cool. There's some cool things on it. Hope everyone took their break there, though. Oh, but Donk, you're just not thinking about it in the right way. You're thinking about it with like a glass half full of perspective. There's a chance you could get double. Well, now 5 times. That's the true gamble of it. And it's no longer on an hour cooldown and only 3 times per stream. Now you could redeem it. I think the cooldown's 10 minutes, maybe it's 15. And you could redeem it 100 times per stream. It only has a set amount because I don't want people to try and redeem it off stream. Nothing will happen if you redeem it off stream. I won't have the software open to spin the wheel. Nor anything that would capture it. Didn't want any of you guys to be sneakily trying to waste your own points. Then I'd have to refund. That seems complicated. Hi, Cinnamon. She does this really cute thing where she'll peek her head in the door, or take a couple steps in, and just kind of stare at me. And then if I give her any acknowledgement, she like gets all happy and starts walking towards me for some pets. You looking at the snow falling? At least I think it's still snowing. Very little bit. So a better chance off stream than on stream because you can't lose cookies. No, you would probably most likely lose your channel points. No, you're not. You can't spin it off stream. Essentially, how Twitch has their channel points set up, if you limit how many times something can be redeemed in a stream, you can't redeem it off stream. So I threw a really large limit on it because I don't actually want it to be limited for on stream. But if you throw a limit on it, then you can't redeem it off stream. I'm using the functionality in a weird way. of how Twitch set up their channel point redeems. See, this is where, as we get a little bit closer, I can start to shape it a little bit nicer. Where all I need is to get this general idea down. She came over and asked me to open the window. Yeah. I'm not surprised. She likes looking out the window. That's why my window, my blinds are almost always open. Stopped snowing already, kind of sad. It looks so pretty when it snows. It does look pretty while it's snowing. Especially if you don't have to drive through it. What was it? It was Friday. It was snowing on Friday, and it's not fun driving through it. But to be fair, I already had a really bad headache. And then me concentrating on making sure I drive safely made it worse. I don't worry about my driving skills. It's everyone else on the road I worry about. Makes it stressful in dry weather. Snow intensifies. Oh, absolutely. That's same here usually. Although it is always fun of how will this next roundabout go? People actually forget how to drive when it snows, and it makes me so mad. Yeah. People can be silly. Rain. I've never had a problem driving through rain. How do you live in Minnesota and not be able to drive in the weather that we have for half the year? Right. Oh my god, I saw this person that basically had a death wish. They they squeeze themselves in over into the next lane right in front of in front of a semi whilst it was snowing. And I was like, that was foolish. Rain driving is satisfying, if anything. light rain. Gotten older, it is harder for me to drive at night when it's raining. Don't get old. That's the plan. Live forever and continue placing down my blocks. I don't enjoy driving at night in general. Everybody, not it's extended beyond just my family at this point. Hannah's poisoned her family too. They all call me old and they say I'm a slow driver all the time. I said there's nothing, and every time they say that now, I said there's nothing wrong with being careful. You are old. I don't know what you're talking about. Old man, you've poisoned everyone in both of our families. Always the same comedic joke. They think it's so funny. Saying, haha, you drive slow and you're old. I don't drive that slow. Your brother said it first without me ever saying it. Yeah, yeah, he did. It was, yeah. But you enhanced it, okay? You enabled him. That I promise she didn't have to do any convincing. This doesn't help that Hannah's, yeah. I'm old and only drive like 5 over the speed limit. I just say I'm not in a hurry anymore. That's how I usually am. You know, 5 over, or if depending on what road you like, if you're on a highway or interstate, you know, you generally go the speed of traffic, right? Flow of traffic, whatever it's called. You get the point. You know, 5 over. If you're driving through town, you know, usually I stay within the speed limit. That equal the ancient dwarf. Ancient. Wow, not even old. You're just ancient, Thad. Yeah, you enabled him. Dude, you bring this upon yourself. What do? There's nothing wrong with having a respectable bedtime and driving a safe speed limit. And what else do I do that old people? I don't know. That's about it. Those are the big ones. That is just an old soul. I guess I don't know slang terms usually, but I try. You guys help me. I'm cool, I promise. I'm hip. You're right, there's nothing wrong with it, but it makes you an old man. I'm gonna start leaning into it. Oh, I guess my back does crack quite a bit if I, like, turn either direction. I go lean over, turn the lamp off on the nightstand every night, and it's just like, I'm a glow stick. Don't get me started with your back. My back doesn't hurt most of the time, ever since I got this new chair. Can't be that old if you're laying on the floor. I'd never be able to get up without help. That's just an old soul. Yeah, probably. Wake up early for silence and muffins. I had tabs. I actually got back into eating muffins again. I really like muffins right now, and I am devouring apples. Why is Hannah laughing? I gotta catch up here. I also do not like getting pulled over by cops unless they are hot and give me their number. Right? Can't be that like, dude, are you okay? What was that? My back's fine. I'm just glowing over here. Turn the lamp off, and you're like, did you actually turn off the lamp? Do you wake up and immediately take two right back and no? I wake up and I start the coffee maker and put my coffee mug under it, put the little pot in for the cup of coffee, give Cinnamon her food, and then enjoy the peace and quiet. Then I usually have some breakfast a little bit after. I ate like 4 muffins for breakfast just today. But these are from Sam's Club. These muffins are huge. They're very filling. I baked fresh pumpkin muffins this morning for breakfast. Those sound amazing, Habs. He's an ibuprofen kind of. I am an ibuprofen kind of guy. Yeah, Daryl doesn't like pumpkin. What? What's up? You saying hi? What'd Cinnamon do? Okay. Alright. Void, hello there. Welcome on in. How are you doing? What is going on? You guys are a distraction. I'm trying to terraform. Live Cinnamon reaction. The fact you have a preference for pain reliever. I don't have a preference. It's just, you know, my preference. I don't. There was no win in that argument. Ah, that's sad. Dang, walk-on sound still didn't work. Can't wait to see what that says in the logs. Check that later. Eventually, it's gonna get fixed. I keep finding things that are wrong with it. Just messing with you, Thad. Hey, certain kinds work for different things. It's the only thing that works for me. Talent don't work for anything. I just randomly hear a Guardian's. It was a Wither. Don't ask. It's a walk-on sound that shouldn't have played. Excellent powerhouse. I generally don't take a lot of ibuprofen. I'll get headaches looking at scripts. Aha! Finally, an ad cookie. See, it's not rigged. Where's my walk-on sound? Did you redeem it, Tabs? Void's on my side. This is what I like. Wanted remove. We got the one remove. That's all I want. I was just happy it finally landed on it. I don't think you redeemed it, Tabs. I'll go check. Donk sent it to you. I know I know Donk sent it to me. Only 3 people have redeemed it. Tabs, you have to spend the points. You're not just gonna get it for free. Chaos spinning their daily wheel. Why not? I don't know. That is capitalistic, sadly, Tabs. Well, see, I have this huge inner monologue of many voices in my head. They all have different names, you know, Tabs, Talk, Ezra, Hannah, Boy, you know, Daryl. Got all these different voices that I keep hearing, and oftentimes, you know, I've heard, "Hey, Thad, you don't have a lot of things to spend channel points on. I got like thousands of channel points. I could redeem multiple statues." And, you know, so I gave the voices something to redeem. Tabs deserve special treatment. Hmm. Tabs likes to call me a scam with things that are fair, and I don't know. It's too much. Nah, I don't know if that qualifies for a discount. You're the only one that qualifies for senior discount. We aren't all rich. My channel point thing does have an infinity symbol on it. Fascinating that you've named the voices in your head. Well, you know, someone's got to. They have to have names. How else do you differentiate them? We were pocket people, not voices in your head. You guys, some of you guys are my pocket people. Some of my pocket people have left the pocket, which is okay. What does that mean? Well, you just gotta go find the clip again of the pocket people. That explains everything. All figments of Thad's imagination. True sound. Yeah, I'll go buy something, be like, yep, there goes a couple months of Chaos's resub. Can't believe you found that quickly. Pocket people, you know? The people that are like always around there, hanging out. Made a keyword search thing in your clips manager? Oh, cool. I actually went through here recently. I have a lot of clips that are nothing. And I went through I don't know. I didn't go through all of them, but I went through it and I just started scrolling down and clicking on ones that didn't have like an actual title or ones that didn't have a title that I remembered. And you know, I'd listen to them and they'd have nothing. it was just nothing. And I just deleted them. Otherwise, I think they just stay there forever. Just reminded me of Techno. He used to say his chat were the voices in his head. Well, yeah, you kind of, you know, y'all kind of are. Never watched Techno. We don't have a quotes in the stream, do we? No, we don't have quotes. You're the boss, you can do it. He has Nightbot, so I believe so. I think there's just the Discord channel and then my own personal list of things he says randomly. Too lazy now, right now to set it up. I've never enjoyed the actual like setup of quotes with a bot because how do you ever find one eventually? If you're gonna quote anything or clip anything, throw it in my Discord. It's easier to scroll through that. The new clip system prevents that. The old clip system was the only reliable way to quickly rewind the stream. And if you didn't go back and delete the clips, they stayed forever. Yeah, the nuclear. Hey, you know, there's a lot of weird thing, like a lot of things Twitch does that we don't like, but they really revamped the clipping system. I really like it. That's how Isaiah showed you how. Yeah, that has no con. I I know how the quote command works. I've seen other people's chats, but like eventually you're just gonna forget them. What number is what? To be or not to be? That I asked you if we were. There's no context to that one. I'm not old. I'm vintage. When did I say that? Oh, thank you for the hydrate there, Void. Appreciate it. That's a good one, Hannah. Sounds like something I'd say on one of our long drives to visit my family. Did you know I'm a god? Said that whilst looking up at the warden. Then I one-punched it. It was before Blanket Bandit Belrog, so it had to have been a while ago. Blanket Bandit Belrog? Sounds accurate. Then make a program that provides quote keeping functionality of your stream that searches for tokens. Then you can do quote pocket and it'll spit out random quotes and have you talking about pocket people. I agree. That'd be a great thing to add to all these different wheel things I've got going on. One day, maybe, dog. It has crossed my mind. It's real funny because I made this wheel spin thing for myself. And the initial idea was just to have a simple wheel spin that would automatically be able to get called. And then I started getting fancier with it, with having it send chat messages and all that. And then being able to edit how it spits out a chat message automatically. I was like, at this point, I may as well just have it become a chatbot. That's the next thing I want to do. I might move a majority of chat commands over to it. Once I get that set up. But for now, we'll just use Nightbot for most things. I gave it to Tabs. Tabs has the ability to test it out, although it doesn't. I'm still working on fixing walk-on sounds, so I haven't. That's not on the current version of it. At the moment, with the wheel, my little wheel spin thing, I need to combine the functionality. There's two pieces of functionality to it at the moment. There's the automatic recognition of the daily wheel and then the walk-on sounds, and then the wheel spin stuff as well. So there's two pieces to it, and both of those are kind of separate at the moment, and I want to combine them in a nice way. So instead, when you spin the daily wheel, I could have it where it's only just one chat message instead of two separate ones. Although I don't mind the two separate ones. It kind of works out nicely. Let me touch your toes, Overwatch. He really kind of is Sigma. Sure would be better if my feet could breathe. Oh, look, an ant on the ceiling. Where are you going, little ant? Does Sigma say that? What? Wait, are you saying I'm like Sigma? Isn't Sigma like kind of crazy? Who's Sigma? It's from Overwatch. One of the tanks in it. Well. Yep, Soldier said something like, can't you see how I'm using you? And Sigma as an ant. Sigma sees an ant. Oh, I see. Anna realized one of her Ramattra skins has toenails. Yeah, it's a little weird. Well, well, that. Favorite drinks? Probably just water. MC Mama spinning their daily wheel. Welcome on in there. How are you doing today? Ice water and Dr. Pepper, particularly cream soda Dr. Peppering. There you go. That's a good answer. I drink water and coffee. That's about it. Ooh. Well done, Hannah. I'll take a better look at it later. And you drink tea? I haven't had any tea in a long while now. Used to. Used to drink a lot of tea. A lot of green tea. Honestly, since me and Hannah moved in together, I don't usually get too many things. I buy my coffee in bulk. I'll get like 96 pods at a time of it. Little coffee pods. Just works out. And Amazon's so nice about it. They tell me how much is how much I'm spending on per pod. So I just, I find the one with the best deal, and sometimes it changes. Is the funny thing, like it's like gas price. Like it's just like it changes a few cents. It's like sometimes the one for like 70 of them is better than the one for 90. Don't know why. He's spinning their daily wheel. Welcome on in there, Giz. Hope you're doing well. That's not an Amazon exclusive feature, Thad. Well, that's good. Grocery stores have the price per ounce or whatever. Yeah, I guess they do. It's just the one time I actually really look at it. I don't buy water. Ed, since you never died, your score must be crazy high. Yeah, it probably is, or it could have broken in the many updates I've gone through. It shouldn't have. I really doubt it. I know in past, an update could break that sort of thing. It should be crazy high, though. Especially recently. What have I been doing a lot of? Oh, I was getting a bunch of wither skulls recently. That's why my number got so high. I needed wither skulls and I needed a lot of bones. So I was at my wither skeleton farm. Yeah, I still haven't died, for anyone that's wondering. At least I don't think I have. Not that I remember. Since last death. Show all stats. That's how we actually see it. Doesn't show up since it hasn't happened yet. Number of deaths, 0. Anion, hello there. Welcome on in. How are you doing? Almost at 142 days of playtime. We're one trade away with a villager. At 14,500. That's funny. Anion spinning their daily wheel. I don't think there's a stat that would show me score. Oh, one day I'm gonna see it. Ad. What do I want to do? I want to bring it up 1 block, more like 4 blocks, and then I want to bring it up And then I want to bring it back down for like a rolling hill. Now, how the heck do we do that? Not a clue. Do, 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 do. That's really funny. we got a pillager under here. You're an idiot. What makes you think you're an idiot? Made a little difference to the outside, and then I caved and went to make a farm. What? Oh, your world. I'm remembering. I'm remembering, Anyan. Harley finally shared some pictures from their world again. Some amazing little landscape work. Let's just say screw it and start placing down blocks. What's the worst that can happen? I didn't check a crafting recipe before I made a shulker of the wrong thing. What did you make? Let's see if it's something that you can actually use. You can use it? Okay. Those are droppers. I want soul lanterns and I need soul torches. What, did you make normal torches? You made real torches. I see. Well, you can always turn those into lanterns. That's what I did with a lot of my torches that we had stored up after we removed all of them. Most of them, almost all. Not the worst thing to make. I don't know what would be the worst thing to make. Yeah, I don't know. A bunch of clocks? Dad, give me the skill of terraforming, please. You just gotta go for it. You get some inspiration from a few others, Zanyan, and then you just go for it. Just as I'm doing here right now. I know I want to add like a little bit of like a hill that goes right here. Not a big one because I don't want to get too high up with the grass. But just a little hill to change up the I don't know, repetition that's kind of going on with the landscape. Yes, you just go for it. The more you do it, the better it's going to be. Terraforming is just add blocks that are the same color, and if it looks bad, add more blocks. That's a big part of it. A little bit later, but yeah. I usually don't go start with adding all the different varying blocks right away. I like to get the shape of it down first. If you get to the point where you are doing all sorts of different blocks, depending on what you're up to, oftentimes what people are doing when they do landscapes like that, they either are shading it where they think a shadow would be happening depending on the surrounding area, and they just kind of shade it and have darker blocks in some areas. Or they're just going for the general idea of hoping different textured blocks for texturing would look better. Do you think building the build first and terraforming is better than terraforming in place and blending the build into it? Honestly, I think both ways work, Anion. I don't think there is one way or the other that would work out better. It all depends on what you're going for. Like, if you're gonna go build a house up on a cliff, well, you'd probably have to make the cliff first. But you could instead build a house and then add in, you know, some hills around it, a divot in the ground, a boulder. Oftentimes with what I'm doing, I don't have a clue what I'm going to actually build in most spaces. And I know how I want the land to look generally, so I'll go and build the land. That's how a lot of my terraforming has gone here in the surrounding area. It all just kind of depends. But vice versa, we do have my medieval port city over here, and I haven't done any terraforming for it really. You know, maybe I did a little bit of flattening to get something started, but I didn't do any terraforming in any of the surrounding area. And you know, we had the wall going, we had the pathway made, and then I was like, you know what, I want to, you know, I always wanted to do something a little bit nicer with this plains biome. Removed out all the ponds, made it a little bit smoother overall, and then started doing some terraforming. But like when with some of this stuff like actually in this area, I think the most I did was just flatten it a bit, but I still kept elevation changes because it's nice. Even just these subtle ones of a few blocks. You always want a bit of elevation change, depending on what you're going for. I do medieval builds, so I elevation changes work nicely with that. And if you do a big modernized city, you're gonna, I don't know, maybe you'll have an elevation change of like 3 blocks in either direction. Is that a pillager banner? Yeah, it was, Eslia. Like terraform, make the build, do small details of both last. Small details usually always come last. I don't know too many people that do all of the detailing right away. It's like flowers are always something people love to have eventually, but it's always the last thing you do. Or you do a patchwork style, which is kind of something I've been doing a little bit more of. Where I'll work on sections of a build at a time. We did a patchwork style, and still kind of doing it for my river over there. To do, I did a patchwork where I did just parts of it at a time. Like this entire right side is, probably done, and then the left side isn't. And you're just kind of slowly going through it. Few sections at a time. I don't know. There's no perfect way to do anything. Oftentimes, you'll find a groove that works for you, just as it is with building. I think the biggest thing I always try and stress with terraforming is that you just don't want something to be too repetitive. Only 6 more wall sections to go. Siding. And then you have to do all of the interior work. Oh, and your upper section, I guess. Of course, the last thing you do, you don't sprinkle on the cupcake until you baked it and iced it. Exactly, Doc. It's just kind of funny. It's like, oftentimes it's like one of those things where you want to have it be all perfect right off the bat. But you can't. You gotta add in the variation of blocks, a few different other plants and that, maybe a couple trees, bushes I like to do with just like leaf blocks, boulder or two I do over there, and then the flowers I do as the very last thing. It's the very last thing I do with my river too. Then I have to do the top exactly. That top section's gonna be really cool, I bet. I'm excited to see whatever you come up with. I do have to take a quick break here. Once again, it's been another hour of stream, surprisingly. Believe it or not. Day is going by fast. But we're getting work done, at least. It's a good time for anyone else to take a break. Please do stand up, grab a drink of water. You know the deal. Take care of yourselves. Otherwise, I'll be right back. Alrighty. I'm all back. Hi again, Hannah. Y'all take a break? Ooh, we got a follow. Thank you so much for the follow there, Dorina. I think that's right. Welcome on in. How are you doing? I really appreciate the follow. We're just doing some terraforming. As always. We always terraform. Anion, honestly, you wanna get better at terraforming, you just stick around here. I'm sure one of the many things should help sprout some ideas on how to do stuff, I hope. That's what I'm doing, yep. There's a lot of different ideas. Do you have anything specific you want to terraform? Or is it just more of you're trying to mold your buildings into the landscape is what you're going for? I know that's what you kind of shared in the Discord. I'm staring into stream while eating. I'll try my best to try and give you ideas. I don't know. It's all about feel. Like you just usually you'll know if something isn't looking perfect, and you know, I'm definitely always in the mindset of very patient with my builds and happy to change parts of it as I am right now to be able to make it look more of like what I'm thinking. I feel there can. Thing is, all these times playing tech mods, I'm very good at tech stuff, yeah. Two things I'm bad at in Minecraft is base building and redstone. Redstone, really? So you saw all the tech mods, you're like, let me just use a power cable. I gotta use this redstone dust. uh, oh, I know they don't. They don't mess around with redstone too often. If ever. There's been times where I played through a mod pack or something, and there'd be a time where I'm like, why don't I just use normal redstone to make this work? And it's like so foreign whenever I like connect something that's from a mod pack and all tech related, and then I just throw a normal redstone on it because it'll work just fine. Be able to learn if put time. Guess I never had a big reason to learn anything more than basic redstone. Wow. You should see Hannah. She started a solo world here in December, and she's really only ever played servers for the past however many years. So like other people would be doing the farms, the redstone, and all that, and she's going through all the processes of learning the farms and building auto sorters for the farms. And just learning how all that works. I decided to start learning how to terraform about 6 years ago, Anion. Was when I made the decision I wanted to figure out how to terraform better. I still wouldn't say I'm an expert by any means. I wouldn't say I'm an expert at building either, nor redstone or any of that. There's always something you can learn or do a little bit better. And when I first got started, it took a long time to do anything. I didn't do large projects when I first got started. The first thing I learned how to do was to just do a simple, like, cliff face. That sort of thing. And this isn't done yet, this cliff face. I'm showing you. There's a finished one over here that I have. The first thing I learned was just to make something that's different, something that doesn't even generate in the world like ever. Was just to learn how to do a cliff face like this. And obviously things have changed since I first started doing this. We got, there's other blocks. There's tough blocks now, deep slate, and you can go to darker tones, or there's more. But I first started with just a cliff face and just like kind of shaping something out. Figuring that out. And it was a good, I liked starting with this. Because it's something you can easily add to almost any area. Especially nowadays with how much terrain generation has changed in the new updates. This was the first thing I learned how to do. Forgot what you call the block you play music disc? Music block. The jukebox. And then I started to get into more crazier things, and I don't know. I've slowly gotten more and more crazy. One day I decided, hey, I should try and build a mountain, and here we are, still working on that idea. The thing I definitely learned the most from whilst working on my mountain is that sometimes with terraforming, you just gotta start placing down blocks, and you can always tear a section out and shape it in a little bit of a different way. Too many tech mods, I forgot vanilla stuff. This is King Maximus Thaddeus's mom. That's right. King. Ah, I like that title. King Thad. I will warn you though. You start going down the rabbit hole of terraforming, you'll end up just terraforming everything. Every build you do will have areas that you'll just end up terraforming parts of it. Not that it's a bad thing. The surrounding landscape of a build definitely matters. mean, I guess even before I started doing those cliffs that I showed, I'd do other things, or I'd just work on like mixing in a hill nicely, like what you had going on there, Anion, with your one like brick house build, where you just kind of mesh the land in a little bit nicer. But there was always a point of that where I was like, I feel like I can do a better job. It's the tallest point of the mountain right now. I think it's that guy up there. We'll fly up to it. I believe it's this guy. Yeah, it looks like it. 269. Although, it's getting closer on some of these other areas. This will pass it easily. This will probably lead to the topmost peak. Still gotta bring up all of this, and then bring up a lot of that, bring that up a lot. $269, that one right over there. And that's world height. Must be your enemy for this. I do wish I had another 100 blocks to go. Not that I think I would actually use all 100 of those blocks, but... Are you waiting to work on the mountain again until the mountainathon? Maybe. Honestly, I'm just really enjoying this, what I'm working on here. Working on the base of the mountain. Technically, we're working on the mountain. We're just not placing down stone. That over there kindled something in me to work on the base of the mountain. We'll definitely work on the... We'll place some stone during the mountainathon. We usually always do. We won't finish it on the mountainathon by any means. Even though there isn't all that much left to do, it would still take a lot of hours. It's still a large space. It's just in comparison, it's not all that much anymore that we need to cover over. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, almost fell. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, a shroom light. I've been mostly burying all of the old shroom lights. So it's funny. We'll eventually like stumble upon some of them like that. Let's grab a bit of stone just to throw it in here for temporary placement. One of these days I need to we're gonna need to spend like a week just working on all of these different cliff faces I keep making. Even just a month at this rate, honestly. I've made so many of these cliff faces that I just leave as stone, and I haven't gone back to actually make them look nice. Let's something like that. Bring that out a bit. Yeah, I have rain turned off. I'm tired of seeing rain. Dad, what's your go-to cereal? Um, I have no clue. I don't eat cereal. Um, I'm like trying to think of one I like, but I really don't eat cereal. Probably eat grits or some other old people food. We have oatmeal. Well, I haven't had any of that in a while. I had a muffin this morning before stream. If you stab a box of cereal, does that make you a cereal? Yeah, it does. Why would you hurt the cereal? What did it ever do to you? Eating a muffin for breakfast just seems almost like eating cake for breakfast to me. It's a blueberry muffin. Usually just skip breakfast though. Yeah, I haven't had don't make breakfast too often anymore. If I do make anything, I'll just make some eggs and have some toast, some fruit. That's my go-to breakfast. I think it worked out. Can't skip breakfast because no matter what. True, I guess. You do have a point. Eat carrot muffins for breakfast? Like carrot muffins? I never had one of those. I didn't even know you could make a carrot muffin. It's fascinating. I had pumpkin muffins. Never got into muffins much. Scones. Ooh, there you go. Yeah. Blueberry muffins. I love them. I hadn't had any in such a long time, too. And then, I saw them at, Sam's Club and they looked delicious. So, I don't know how to answer that, Chaos. I'm gonna move past that one. Anywho, has everyone spun their daily wheel today? I'm gonna eventually stop asking about this, maybe. I'm still not gonna participate in this conversation. Hello, Laura. Welcome on in. How are you doing? It's good to see you. How's your day going? We're talking about, of course. I was hoping Laura would not know. Laura, you should spin your daily wheel. Alfie, welcome on in as well. Oop. Yeah, that's a word, I guess. We need to buy some more totes. That is so done with us today. Yeah, I'm terraforming today, working on the base of the mountain. My day's good, cleaning, banana. Laura spinning the daily wheel. Spin, spin, spin! Oh, you get to eat some cookies. Fed does not like to discuss pooping. No, you know, It's more, I just don't want to make other people uncomfortable. Or talk about, you know, my, yeah, no, we're not talking about this conversation. I'm not gonna tell you how frequently I head to the bathroom. That just is, that's too much information. We all put that, that's good, you should. There's a kid's book calling. There is, and it's an amazing book. Of course, Laura knows the book. Maybe we should all read it together sometime. Maybe. You guys, feel free to. Community book club when? That'd actually be really fun. No, we won't get to another one. Dad read to us? I'd have to be very careful about that with copyright things. Would absolutely join a community book club. I'm surprised you're not in one already, Laura. It feels like something you would already be a part of. What kind of books does Laura read? Whatever one's Lige suggests. Lige. What's Onion here? Could I say I made some progress? It looks like you made some progress. Oh, you added a little waterfall there, or it could be like a sewer. I don't know. I can't tell. I'm assuming more of a waterfall. That's fun. That's a fun addition. It definitely looks better, Onion, than your initial screenshot you had sent of that area. Your initial one up here. It doesn't take much to start blending into the landscape. You did a good job. There's some more leaves around. Have you heard of... Okay, just to be clear, I am joking. I like me some fantasy slash dystopian. Me and Lloyd have very similar tastes in literature. Okay, that's okay. Trying to read Dungeon Crawler Call for a few months now, but my ADHD keeps kicking in. Oof. Too many distractions. What's Dungeon Crawler Call? I used to not be able to read for long without getting distracted. And then I got a Kindle and my life has changed. Really? I don't think I could read off of a Kindle or any device. I need a physical book. I just need to set some time aside for reading. I do too many things in my evenings. What do I have? I have like one. I have 2 nights out of the week where I don't do things. And those 2 nights are usually the only nights I just like play a different game. That I was so anti-Kindle, it was crazy, but laying in bed and not having a heavy book to hold and having the brightness so low that I don't need a light on. It's amazing. Yeah, I got Hannah a Kindle as an early Christmas gift, and she loves it. It's one of those fancy ones where it like, I don't know. I like the feeling of a book, Laura. Yeah, it's called Princess. There's a guy and a cat that enters a dungeon that's created by aliens when they flattened everything else on Earth. Hey, I flatten things in my world. I'm Team Princess Donut. Wait, Princess Donut is Carl's ex-girlfriend's cat. Even better. What? I ate way too much food last night. No. Kindles are pretty sweet. Join the Kindle gang. Me? No. I'll read books, but I think physical books have something about them. Specifically ones that are pretty in cool covers. You can get paperwhite Kindles or colored ones, many options. Yeah, I think Hannah's is a paperwhite one. It's like not a, I don't know. I can't do a Kindle, Lara. If I did, it would have to be one of the ones that looks like an actual page. I can't spend any more time of my day looking at a screen. Flazer Games, welcome on in there. How are you doing today? Hope your weekend's going well. We're just talking about books and Kindles and if people like physical or a Kindle more. I have a paperwhite Kindle and really old Kindle Fire. Yes, Hannah, Kindle gang. Hit a point where I don't have bookshelf room for all my books though. Yeah, we hit that point with the shelf behind me. I have a bunch of books that are just sitting in a tote in an attic. They're all my books that I just like randomly read. Not even all of them. There was a while there where I didn't buy the books, just rent them. And it's all my random odd books. My team at work has all different Kindles, and we keep joking about starting a book club. That'd be adorable. Books do smell good. Some books. I need to start cleaning or I'll never start. To Lurkland I go. Did you want to gamble your points on a cookie roulette wheel before you go? I don't know what to do, but I like paper books. Just the smell. Yeah. There's something about a physical book. No, screw that cookie wheel. What? No. The last time it got spun, it added cookies. It's finally back on your guys' favor. Clean my place next, please. To be right over. Oh dear, I'm scared now. Someone's gonna knock on Chaos's door there, and it's gonna be like, Laura? Scare the life out of you. You just invited a bear to come clean for you. It's bold. Bears are cool though. Yeah, most of the bears I know are pretty cool. It's okay, you'll hear someone scratching in your walls. Don't be scared, it's just me. Why are you scratching the walls? Laura, go clean. They look so cuddly and soft. That's what cats are for. Because I'm always in the walls. Obviously, Thad. Goodness. It's like you don't listen to me. I don't think a bear can fit in my walls. Laura will find a way. Ask Ollie. I don't think you know what's behind your walls then. Captain. This is really funny. See, I call chaos chaos. Laura calls chaos Captain. No, I don't. I don't know what's behind my walls. You can theorize. You didn't make chaos go crazy over here. He's gonna start tearing up his walls. If he hears any sorts of scratching, he's gonna lose it. Thing is, my nearest library is in town center, which is like a 30-minute walk. I can't do that walk. Let me have my shoes. Gotta find someone to take you there then, Flazer. Spinning your first daily wheel as well. Thank you. Oh, Anion's sending us more update pictures. Is that a tree you added? I don't think that tree was there before. It is. Good addition. Few light poles as well, I think. Honestly, Anion, looks pretty good. See, you had it in you, Anion. You had it in you. Now you just have to do that all the way around. And that's the time-consuming part. Thank you for the follow, blah, blah, blah. Thank you for the follow there, Flazer. I really appreciate it. Glad you're enjoying stream, by the way. I know you only just popped in here. Table and chairs. Nice things about modded. I didn't even see that. Oh, that's adorable. Locking in. You kidding? Laura can't lock in. Laura's got to spend another... Don't worry, Laura. I'm not going for too much longer. We can't distract you for too long. Just pressing X do? Wait, is there something that tells you to press X? Oh yeah, there is something down there. What does that do? Looks like a meteor. Launch a fireball? Me and Charlie see the same thing. Look at a little baby zombie. It does? It causes a meteor? It's awesome. What do you need that for? A mod pack is Anion playing. I thought it was a tech mod. He's got cast meteor. Fireball. If you're in the US, then just have a library card, gives you access to that. Look at that. You see that guy down there? He can't get to me. Library card gives you access to an app called Libby, where you can borrow ebooks. Ooh, there you go. Chaos got a good idea. I forgot you could do such a thing. I haven't been to a library in such a long time. Libraries are cool. It's all kind of mods. Some libraries also give you access to an app called Canopy that has movies and stuff too. My local library does not. Oh, that's too bad. Sounds like you need to try a different local library. There we go. Oh, I know Laura's locking in and cleaning. But at some point, Laura, I know you said you started a world of your own. You gotta send us screenshots of the builds that are going on in it. I love seeing your guys' work in your worlds. If you ever ask for, like, true, honest feedback on something, I'll give it to you. Be careful, though. I will be brutally honest. Other times, I usually just try and ask questions and see what the heck your mind is thinking. Because as you guys should know, I know very well that everything is a work in progress and nothing's ever actually finished. Alright, dungeon mod with bosses, one page from one of the tech mods. They have 8 tech mods. Is there a name for the mod? Is that like one of the well-known mod packs? Yeah, I don't know. Promenius? Promenius? 2. It's the second one. Cool. Where's my local mod expert? H, do you know it? He was here earlier. It's well known, is it? I'm sure it is. I don't know it off the top of my head, though. Lucky spinning their daily wheel. Welcome on in there, Lucky. Good to see you. Ooh, trying your luck at the cookie roulette wheel, too. What's it gonna land on? Ah, it's an ad cookies. Okay, and we're getting a raid, my goodness, from Mr. Gold. I know Mr. Gold. Welcome on in there, Mr. Gold. How was your stream? Good to see you. Traymond, welcome on in. Mist, welcome on in. And Mr. Gold himself. How was your stream? What did you get up to? Really appreciate the raid, though. Let's get a shout out for you, not raid. The real Mr. Gold. And yes, I thought I was already following. I've lurked in your stream a few times. Danny, welcome on in. Came in with the raid. I wasn't in the room when he raided. Leave the follow there, Tremond. Mist. I really appreciate it. How are you two doing? Phil! Hey there, Phil. Good to see you, all the friends. Let's see, did I miss it? What were you up to, though, there in your stream? Stream was great, thanks. We're trying Hytale. Oh, yes! Hytale. It is, I am very close to eventually getting that game. I am sure I will buy it eventually. I am still holding off. Too many games to play as is. How did you enjoy it? Was it fun? I've heard good things about it. Danny spinning their daily wheel. You absolutely love it? That's great to hear. I'm glad. I absolutely send screenshots, but I have challenged myself not hold back my whimsy in this world. So I have 2 of my builds are very checkered, and that's all I will say. Oh, I'm excited, Laura. And I did hydrate there, Lucky. Gotta get your cookies and milk. Thank you. Did I grab those cookies? Did anyone see me grab those cookies? I feel like I didn't. What's the timestamp? I'll check back. I swear I did instinctively. I'm gonna check back. But I'm glad stream was great and you were enjoying Hytale. We're just in my solo world here. For anyone that doesn't know me, my name is Thad. I do a lot of terraforming overall. I got this mountain I've been working on for like almost 5 years now. We have the 5-year anniversary coming up in less than a month. And at the moment, I'm actually just kind of working on the base of the mountain. I recently did this base of the mountain, like over here, and I revamped this side of it, and I really like how it's coming together. So I said, yeah, what we had going on is not as well as I want it to be. So now I'm revamping it again. And, we're getting there. It takes time. We also have all sorts of other things. We did these hills over here. I also do building, we got stuff going on. I've been in this world for 5 years. We got a lot of builds everywhere. But if anyone does need to raid and run, do a lurk, feel free to take care of yourself. Although I must say, I won't be going for too much longer here, so if you want to join in on a second raid, stick around for a few more minutes. A lot, he said for the first time. I don't terraform too much. Gonna leave a lurk up. It's time for food for me. Sounds good there, Mr. Gold. I really appreciate the raid, though. Once again, let's get a second shout out. That's for Phil. That would be a scam. Of course, Phil would take a shout out. Phil also streams. There's another shout out for Mr. Gold if you missed it from before. Hope you have a wonderful day. You as well there. You have a good rest of your day. It'd be a little funny if you just placed the chest and then broke it right after. I'm gonna check back, Lucky, but I feel like I did grab them. Sometimes I do it so instinctively I forget. Back to terraforming for a little bit longer. I'm hoping the person I want to raid is live. It looks like it. Their Discord has a ping. Let's make sure it's not a cancellation. It isn't. Do spin your daily wheels for anyone that's popping on in here. If you haven't just yet, we basically have a daily check-in thing where you just spin a wheel. You get nothing out of spinning the wheel apart from just the count of the check-in going up. And since we're nearing the end, if you haven't just yet, this is your time to do so. Now, did I miss any messages? Finished all the mods. Nah, I don't want to play all the mods 10. It's the same, so I switched the mods for a bit. It's probably good that you swapped it up. Some of those repetitive ones, it gets repetitive. No, I think I did it. Caught all the messages. Quick snooze on that. Place the last bit of this grass I have. I don't blame you for being on autopilot with it. I used to do a lot of things, and sometimes I'd open a chest for all of 2 seconds thinking I grabbed what I needed and then ran away from it. Yeah, sometimes. I'm like very confident I've done it in the past where I've psyched myself out where I thought I didn't grab like the add cookies, and then I did it twice. Sometimes I've had it in the, before we changed it to the cookie roulette wheel, there'd be times where I'm like, it was like near the end of stream and someone redeemed it. I was like, I can't remember if I grabbed those cookies. So if I didn't, I would just refund the person. And if I did, it was whatever. It's not that many channel points. Just one of those silly things that I accidentally do or forget. See, Mr. Gold brought me here. I was sleeping. Well, welcome on in there, lazy guy. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good nap or rest, whatever. Hope you slept well. I'm about to send you off to another person, believe it or not. There's a quick look at my world, though. I do a lot of terraforming. And still want to work on that a little bit further. I like where it's going, though. Lots of terraforming. But anywho, to stand in the place that Charlie hates the most, on the trapdoor here. Free shipping. Yep. Sending you off to another. Let's go see if they're actually live. They are. Reload the list to see if there's anyone else I might rather raid. No. We'll choose the person I had in mind. We're going to go say hello to Oscar Diggs. Absolute amazing streamer. Thank you for the follow there, lazy guy, as well. I appreciate all the follows from Mr. Gold's raid. Trayman, Mist, lazy guy, all three of you. I appreciate it. And the raid itself, Mr. Gold. But we're going to go say hello to Oscar Diggs. He's a good friend of mine. Absolute amazing streamer, by the way. Like, poof. He's great. You'll love him. Definitely worth the follow. But anywho, as it slowly turns to nighttime here, Let's get the raid message up. Have a good day. You as well there, Daryl. I appreciate everyone hanging out today. I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna beat you. I'm faster. Catch you later, Thad. We'll see you later as well there, Phil. I appreciate you joining the raid. You did beat me too. I did today. Once again, though, I really do appreciate everyone that's been hanging out with me today. It's been an amazing stream. These Sunday streams have been some of my favorite here for a while. But anywho, I'll be live again on Tuesday, 5 p.m. Central Start Time as usual. If anything ever changes, I'll always update you guys in the Discord. You'll always get a ping. I have to sleep. There's monsters spawning. But anywho, y'all have a lovely rest of your Sunday. Have a good rest of your day. And I'll see you all next time.